I never ribbed people because I didn't want to be ribbed, but I always enjoyed like harmless ribs like that. I was never big on serious ribs. Although I will say my favorite rib I ever heard was I forget it was in Memphis, and I forget who it was. I think it was the Fargo brothers. I forget. I've heard this story a million times, and I always forget who it is. But they'd pick up a hitchhiker, and so that one of the boys would get in the back seat, and they and they start driving, and so they had the hitchhiker in the passenger seat in the front. They start arguing. All of a sudden, they stop, get out of the car, pull out a gun, and shoot, and boom, he shoots the other one with a blank.
My God, this is a convoluted rib.
Yeah, and so then he goes, quick, get it back in the car to the guy who's hitchhiking. Get back in the car. So the guy gets back in the car, and he's like, oh, my God, the whole way. Then they're driving. It's like, and the guy's going, oh, man. And the passengers, the hitchhiker's going, oh, my God, what'd you do? You killed him. It's like, who cares? He's a jerk. And they're like, in the meantime, one of the boys is driving behind him, and he pulls up, picks up the guy who was shot, jumps him in the back of the car. And so then they get to a bar, and he's telling the hitchhiker, the first guy, he's telling the hitchhiker's like, don't you tell anybody about this. He goes, I'll have you killed. And then the other guy, then he walks over, and then he looks over to the other side, and there's the other guy sitting next to him, the guy that they thought he killed.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that?
That's really crazy. I was gonna say, Tony, it's hard to compete with that. Do you have any stories like that in your short career so far?
I don't have anything like that, and I don't really, like he said, I don't pull any ribs really because I don't get ribbed. But there was one time I got ribbed pretty good. I was the GTS champion at the time, and obviously it's a championship here in New Jersey, but I brought it to defend it in St. Louis. And
oh wow.
What's it called? So, obviously I'm like being really careful with this belt, and I don't want it out of my sight at all. Yeah. We left the hotel room, just to do whatever. We come back and the belt's not on the bed. And I'm like, no way. I'm like, it can't be true. Like, nobody came in here and took this belt. Like, and they're just like, oh, the cleaning lady was just in here. Like, they're telling me like, oh, the cleaning lady was just in here. Like, maybe they saw it. Like, I'm like, no way. I'm like looking everywhere, ripping apart the sheets. I'm like going out asking people, like, did you see somebody with a belt? Like, oh my God, freaking out. And then I come back to the room like 30 minutes later, and there's the belt right there, and they're just laughing their asses off.
I think the worst rib that ever happened to me was the maid in a hotel. Like, I don't think it wasn't one of the boys. It was an accidental. I don't know what it was, but I was in Mexico. I go into my room. I check in. I'm in the room. I go, okay, I'm going to go out for a walk. I go out for a walk. I come back. There's a dump in the toilet and a used tampon on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? It's like how ridiculous. It
doesn't sound like a rib. It sounds like a desperate person to me.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I know, but in this business, everything's a rib. So,
right, yeah.
But yeah, some maid must have had I don't know what she did. That was ridiculous. But I had to take a picture of it because I didn't think anybody would believe me. So I actually have a picture of a dump in the toilet with a used tampon laying on the tile.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I said. I went back out for a walk, and when I came back, they cleaned it up. It was gone. I was like, okay, good.
That's gross.
Woo, Mr. Daddy, boogie woogie man feel good. I tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss online. Rewind, recap, relive. Oh yeah.